Kiké Hernandez sends a message to Dodger fans all alike. Also, Kiké Hernandez with the Dodgers Digest quote of the day and my reasonings behind Sasaki being a Dodger, and he will be. And I'll tell you why he'll be a Dodger coming up by mid-January. I guarantee it. All right, Spread Jay with you, Dodgers Digest. Another edition of it. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notifications because you do not want to miss. Because you never know, some dude might drink out of a shoe when he's wrong. All right. First off, before I even get started, I want to thank everybody for responding to the last video. I had said, let me make it clear, I had said back when the season ended that Dodgers would not let Walker Buehler walk. They would not. They would secure him for at least another year, maybe a 3-year deal. That's what I said. And I said, and if they didn't do it, I would drink coffee out of my shoe. And I did just that. I brought the shoe into the mix yesterday, poured coffee in it, drank it. And a lot of people said, hey, you're a man of your word. And I am. If I say I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. I'm a man of my word. All right. Kiké Hernandez, I don't know what your thoughts are on Kike. Do you want to see him continue to be a Dodger? I mean, I know so many people do. He means so much to the Dodger fan base, and I got to agree too as well. So he sends a message. This is a couple days ago, a little bit of old news, but I thought I'd bring it up because I like the story. I like what it's all about, and I like what Kike is all about. And if he could just bottle what he does in October and do it throughout the whole entire season, man, that dude is unstoppable. But I tell you what, Dodger fans love him through and through, and you can see how much he loves Dodger fans too. From the moment I got to LA, here's what he said. It was a humbling experience for me to have a fan base that embraces me and loves me the way that they do. I'm the support. I'm a guy that is probably a better player than what the back of my card says numbers wise. And that's what I was talking about the fact that his numbers regular season aren't as good as his postseason numbers. But I bring more to the table than my stats, the way they love me. You think that I'm the best player on the field each and every day that I step on the baseball field. And and that's the love that Dodger fans give him. I mean, come on, he's been part of two World Series. I have the show for PlayStation 2016 version, and I still love having Kike on that team. Two World Series for the guy. I mean, how much do you offer him to stay on the team for 1 year? Just a 1 year deal is all you gotta do, right? Here's the numbers, what he's done throughout the season, the postseason, and you can see it right there. Here's what he's done postseason, and this is where it's pretty staggering if you think about it. 278 batting average, 64 hits, 15 home runs, 35 ribbies, 37 runs scored. This is all in the postseason. Put his numbers in perspective as it says. This is I love the stat here. He has more postseason home runs than A-Rod, Miguel Cabrera, and Chipper Jones after he hit the solo home run in Game 5 of the National League Division Series. I mean, come on. A-Rod. He's got bigger numbers than A-Rod. And that's what the thing about him, too, you know? That's what makes people just love Kike because the guy goes about his business, but when it counts, you can count on him to deliver. And with that, Dodger Digest quote of the day goes to none other than Kiké Hernandez. And here's what he says to the fans, man. Straight up message to the fans. This is pretty darn cool. From the bottom of my heart, I've always said I never know how to repay this fan base for the way they love me. I figured the best way to repay Dodgers fans was when I get my chance in October, I do my thing and help this team win. And I feel like I did just that. Boom. Kiké Hernandez, stand-up guy. Okay, question to you. I want to see it in the comments below. How much do you sign that dude for? How much do you offer him for a year? I mean, what? You got Muncy making like $12 million for this next year. You got Taylor CT3 making, I think, 11 or 12. I don't know. They're like 12 or 13 million each one of them. So is that a number you throw at Kike? Like, hey, man, look, 1 year, 10 million, 11 million, 12. What is the number that you throw at Kike? Okay. And then my reasoning why Sasaki will be a Dodger. Now, I took some hits on this one yesterday. People kind of getting on me saying, "Oh, it's not a done deal. It's not a done deal." Look, it's a freaking done deal. The dude will be a Dodger by mid-January. It's going to be official like a referee's whistle. He will be a Dodger. All right, what's going on with him? Here's one thing that I noticed, that little nugget that I found. He's definitely driving the ship. This is a quote from Joe Wolf. That's Sasaki's agent. He said in a media teleconference back on Monday night and calling the shots. He said he's definitely driving the ship and calling the shots. He said this last night. Okay. So that's cool. And I got to think, I like it when it's not the agent calling the shot, but more the player calling the shot, because I figured that's a better shot for the Dodgers on that one. Okay. Now, there was also a little thing that he laid out some rules for the recruitment. No players were invited to the meetings with the teams, which meant the Dodgers could not have Shohei there, or Yamamoto could not be there. Yu Darvish couldn't be there, right? They can only appear videotape message. Now, here's the deal on that. Okay? Come on. He's friends with all those guys. You don't think that Sasaki is talking to Darvish, is talking to Yamamoto, is talking to Shohei? You don't think that he is talking to those guys? Of course he is talking to those guys. So that's kind of whatever that means. All right? Okay, so here's my take on this right now. He's going to be a Dodger, okay? So I know all the people that you Madre fans that are hanging out there and just really hoping that he becomes a Padre. He's not. Just, move on, okay? Padres aren't going to make any moves. That's just the way it's going to be, all right? And he's not going to be a Padre. And if he is, I'm going to drink coffee out of my shoe again, the matching van that I did not drink coffee out of yet, okay? So here's the deal. Also, one of the rules were no stadium tours. How stupid is that, okay? Like, you're not allowed to take Sasaki to a stadium. Oh, where is his agent at? Oh, his agent's in Los Angeles. Okay. Oh, the meetings? Oh, they're in Los Angeles too. So, yeah, he's probably, not going to go to the stadium or didn't go to the stadium. That is a bunch of malarkey, as my grandfather once said. All the meetings in L.A., the agent is in L.A. For me, that's a done deal right there too as well. And it's a Brad J guarantee right now. I'm going on a limb. Brad J guarantees Sasaki will be a Dodger by mid-January. He will not go to any other teams. And you can go and rifle off as much stats and say everything you want to say to me, and that's fine. But when it comes down to it, Brad Stradamus is going to be right on this one, okay? Read my lips. Sasaki will be a Dodger by mid-January, or I'll drink freaking coffee out of my shoe. That's going to do it. Dodgers Digest. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on the notifications. I'm Brad J. Always remember, people, to just simply think blue.